Hey everyone, so today's video will be about how to do fuzzing of Java source code, and for that we're going to use one fuzzer named JSoup. So it's a really recent fuzzer, and yeah, we're going to see how we can use that and quickly set up something to fuzz a popular library that is named JSoup. So the main reason I'm doing this video, I'm not doing a lot of Java fuzzing usually. It's mainly because one of you asked me to do it. So if people needs it, why don't make a video for that? So basically, if you want the source code and everything, you can directly take a look at my website. So I have everything right there. So you just need to register. It will be possible to register, and you will get all the material. As usual, as all the courses and free content I'm providing to you. So basically, I told you we're gonna use a JSoup. So JSoup is a really recent fuzzer release. I think released like 1 month ago, and it's created by Code Intelligence, that is basically a company that is doing fuzzing as a service, continuous integration fuzzing and stuff like that. So basically what they've done, they decide to build and create JSoup on top of libfuzzer. So basically it's under the hood it will be libfuzzer, and you will get instrumentation that will be put directly inside the JVM. So the JVM will be instrumented and so on. So it's really nice, really efficient. It's way better than what was previously available for Fuzzing Java. Basically, if I remember the name, it's something like GQF and combined with AFL and so on. Basically, it was really too slow, and definitely JSoup will be way better for that. So I will let you deal with the installation part. I will mainly focus on the most basic stuff, but just to keep in mind, you will need to, the easy way is to install Bazel. So that will be the most easy way to make it run properly. So let's start. So first of all, I selected my target. So in that case, I just been into GitHub. I just take a look at something that contains the name parser on it, that is written in Java. You have a bunch of them. You have FuzzJSON that is the most famous one, but it's also one example of JSoup, so I will not reuse that. So I select the third one, JSoup, that is Java HTML parser. So it seems to be pretty famous. So let's take a look at that and play with it. So as usual, you will get everything into a cheat sheet. So basically for the installation of JSoup, I will do everything with you at the same time. I already have the stuff installed, but let's do that again. So basically you are cloning JSoup. That will be one of the first step. Then you are going into the directory of JSoup, and you can directly start to compile it and see if something wrong is happening. Basically, if you don't have Bazel installed and so on, that will be the best way to detect that. So basically you are doing Bazel run JSoup and so on. So it will download everything. You have Maven and Bazel that will work under the hood, and basically all the stuff. So let's keep that on the side. Then we need to choose a target. So as I mentioned, I choose JSoup. So you have the GitHub repository right there. So as I mentioned, Java HTML parser. So that's something, parser are like the most easy stuff to fuzz, and that's also why it's a pretty good example. But that's also what usually is taking some untrusted data from the web or from somewhere, and basically if you're able to make it crash or to find bugs on that, that could be pretty impactful. So basically we're gonna target this one. So we need to have some idea in terms of like which APIs is the best to fuzz and so on. So if you take a look at the example, you have some stuff, but nothing that is really appealing to me, because basically we are connecting to Wikipedia in that case to get the HTML document. I would like to provide myself the HTML document, and we're gonna fuzz from there. So basically, I find out this example, the HTML parser test Java. So it's inside the JSoup GitHub repository. It's a basic test. So if you take a look at that, you will see that one of the first one is parse simple document. We provide a string, and we are using JSoup parse. So that's perfect. That's the most simple API as possible, but I mean, it's enough for me. I mean, at first. So we're gonna target this piece of stuff. Okay. So let's see if JSoup finished. Yeah, perfect. So everything seems to be good. Yeah, there is some missing argument, but actually we don't care for the moment. Okay, so we have also selected our target. And right now we're gonna write we're going to directly write the example. So in order to be quick and make it more simple for you, I will really invite you to just put your new target inside the current JSoup folder, and especially inside the example folder, because I mean, you will just need to modify some few things to make it work properly. So let me show you. You have right there an example of let me show you that right there. So I'm under the JSoup repository inside the example section in example folder, and there is this fast JSON fuzzer. So I mentioned that they are already doing some fuzzing on that, so that's nice. So basically you can take a look at this one. So they have an example. If you want to run that, it will be pretty straightforward. Let me show you just to let you know how to do fuzzing on that. Basically you need something like that, Bazel Linux and so on. Right there, and instead of example fuzzer, you are providing the name of the fuzzer. So in that case it was fast JSON fuzzer. So let's copy paste it. Okay, and we can just compile the stuff, and it's running. So you can see that it's triggering a crash, but let's forget this one for the moment. I mean, it's one of the examples. I will let you take a look at that and so on. But basically, yes, the fuzzer actually found a crash inside this library and so on. So give a try to this one, but I really invite you to just follow this video and try to write your own that is not the one that is already provided. I mean, it will be better to learn really how to do and how to implement further on that. So basically, as you have seen, there is this Java file. So basically I just copy paste the stuff. I remove the stuff from Alibaba fast JSON because it's not the package that I want to target. I rename the class of my fuzzer. I keep the rest, and basically I remove the try catch, and I change the API to call. So that's what you will see right there. I'm using the org JSoup. That's basically this one, this package, JSoup fuzzer, and so I kept the try catch in this example, but you will see later one. I mean, you can just remove it. Let me just show you right there. You can just remove the try catch for the moment, and actually you will see what will happen. So basically after that, I'm calling JSoup parse, and I'm providing some data. So in that case, I'm using data consumed remaining as a string, since it was what was used right there. I mean, I'm also providing a string, so that's even better. I mean, if JSoup is capable of generating me only string and not chunk of byte, that will be even better. So I don't need to do any conversion, it will do it for me. So that's basically it. So this file, so you will find it under the material section, and everything is available, of course. What you will do next is you will copy this file inside the example folder. So I already provide the command line, so basically this one. So copy JSoup fuzzer Java example src main Java and so on. So that's copy, yeah, that's this one. You have the Java file, and basically you will you will copy that into the example folder. So nothing really fancy there. That's really basic. So we are copying the file. So it will be inside the stuff, and then we will need to modify Bazel and Maven. So basically, that's currently all the JSoup fuzzer is working. We'll use Maven and Bazel to build and run all the stuff. And since we are putting everything and we are reusing their example folder, so we are also reusing all the configurations that is already done. So that's even better for us. We just need to modify those stuff. So in that case, we need to modify actually two files in addition. So we need first to modify the maven.bazel, and we will need to add this line. So that's basically we are specifying the version of JSoup, and it's basically this naming this package. So I found this information directly on the Maven repository. So that's why I'm able to provide this stuff. So it's this one, the 1.13.1. So that's the one we're gonna use. And that's pretty much all. I mean, just one line to add. And we also need to modify the build.bazel. So in that case, it's this one. And we need to add this stuff. So I know that we need to add this stuff is basically because I was directly on this file, the build Bazel. I search for the JSON. It was fast JSON. So I basically copy paste this stuff, and I've done the same, and I just rename with the name of my fuzzer file right there, the name of the target class, the dependency that I will have. So in that case, JSoup, and that's all. Nothing complicated. Really simple, and that's all we need. So just to be quick on that, I will copy paste the one I provide you. So we have everything, and that's all. We successfully create a fuzzing harness for this new target, and we configure Bazel and the Maven config file in order to get the proper version of JSoup that we want to target. And yeah, we are good to go. So basically, we will need to rerun the fuzzer, but if you are rerunning the fuzzer as previously, you will get some error. Let's try to rerun this fuzzer of fast JSON. You will see that you will get a huge error. It's because we have modified the config file, but the cache is not align with what we have done. So we just need to rebuild the cache basically to make it simple. So we just need to use this command. Okay, that's good. And then we can launch our fuzzer. So in that case, I will use this command line. So basically Bazel list and so on, and example JSoup fuzzer. So that's the one I want. So let me provide that. And as you can see, we are running the fuzzer. Some stuff is happening. So you can see there is a lot of stuff happening, and that's basically because, I mean, the fuzzer is running. In terms of speed, we are like at 20,000 per second. It will be single threaded in that case, and the coverage is going up, and so on and so on. So it seems that, yeah, it stopped because it actually found an exception. So let's take a look if it's a custom exception from the JSoup package, or is it something generic. So it looks like it's a generic exception. It's the Java exception, Java lang IllegalArgumentException, and string must not be empty. So it seems that we have provided like maybe some string, or at least there is some parsing that have not working properly. We can see which data was provided. So that's basically this one, this specific input. So if you provide this specific input to the JSoup package, in that case, you will trigger a crash, and it will be this crash. So congrats, we actually find a crash right now, just because basically we was doing fuzzing on that and so on. So in terms of execution, we can even get that better. We can improve the fuzzing and so on. Basically, the input, you can just copy paste this stuff and reproduce, or you can see reproducer path. So by default, JSoup will actually generate and store this data inside a specific file, and it will also generate a Java reproducer that will be stored right there. So you can just reuse that and try to recompile and relaunch the stuff, and you should trigger the same bug. So that's one of the bugs I already triggered when I was testing the stuff before the video. So that's also why I've shown you previously that basically I was doing some modification of the JSoup fuzzer. So let me modify the code. So example src main java com example JSoup fuzzer. So this one. So let's that's why I was using try and catch. Basically I already triggered this bug, but I want to discover some new one. So I know that this one is actually triggered, so that's a valid bug. So ideally, you want to open a GitHub issue, report this bug, provide a minimal reproducer, and so on and so on. Yeah, that's the idea. You will help to make this project more secure. So libfuzzer by default will stop and crash at the first bug it will encounter. So that's good, but that's also an issue, because that means in that case, if we are relaunching the stuff, we will maybe trigger the same bug. So let's compile that, and we will expect to not trigger the same bug, and that will be good. You know what? Let me just copy paste this stuff, and I will provide that. I will modify the. I mean, I will provide that directly inside the like that. I will provide that directly inside this cheat sheet for you to take a look at. So I will modify that later, basically, but I will provide you this crash as well. Okay, so that's good. I will let you take a look at that and give a try. So I'm gonna rerun the fuzzer, because I already know I already done that. We're gonna trigger some other bugs. Basically, right now, the main issue is, you can see we have like 2,300 in terms of coverage. But since we have not provided any corpora to store all the files that have been generated automatically by the fuzzer, it will be an issue, because if we are rerunning the fuzzer, you will see that we are restarting from zero, basically. So that's bad. That means it's not possible for us to just reuse the corpora that have been generated. So it's not good. So let's create one input JSoup. Okay, so I'm creating a folder, and right now in this folder, I don't need actually to put any data. I mean, it should be fine without any data inside, but I will need to provide that to my fuzzer. So only part is you need to provide the complete path. So on scope document project Java, okay, and JSoup, and basically it's the input JSoup, this one, and we are running the stuff. So it's restarting from zero, but it's not too important. I'm pretty sure we will trigger this bug. I mean, we will not trigger this bug, the previous bug, because we put that into the try catch. But we're gonna trigger basically a new one, so that will be okay. So let's wait for the moment. You will see that it should happen pretty soon. Otherwise, I maybe have it somewhere on spare. So that's the idea. So I will provide you this file, and you can just give a try. If you are motivated to report this issue on GitHub, I really invite you to do so. But that's basically the idea. I really invite you also to take a look at the other examples that are available. And yeah, I mentioned previously about the crash reproducer. That's basically what it looks like. So you will see some stuff and so on. I have never tried it for the moment. I'm just discovered that recently. So give it a try and let me know. And ideally, if you want more video about that or on other subjects about fuzzing, let me know on the comment, and I will really be happy to create new content and new videos that will fit you. So it seems that we are not triggering any bugs. The fact is I trigger another bugs on a previous run. So let's interrupt this one. I will copy the old corpora that I got. So JSoup, it was on, sorry, old JSoup input JSoup, so like 3000 files. So let's copy that and let's copy it locally inside this one. So we will get even more files. Let's run that again. Okay, it's reducing the file, and maybe, yeah, okay, we triggered the other bugs that I was thinking about. That is basically a null pointer exception. So that's another one. We can just, in that case, you don't have any, you don't have the content of the file, but basically we'll still get where this crashes is stored. So you can just do like a dump of it, like using xdump and so on, and just create your own stuff basically. So let me just copy paste it. I will put that right there. I mean, in every cases, you have also the backtrace of it. So in theory, just with the backtrace, I mean, you have the line number and so on. You can already take a look at the source code and determine what is the issue and how to fix it. Okay, so I hope you appreciate the video. And basically, yeah, you have everything. If you need, you can directly access to all the files and stuff like that directly there. And I hope you appreciate, and let me know which next video you will like. Don't forget to subscribe and so on. That's really helped me and motivate me to make even more video. So thank you, and have a good day.